Hello guys, how are you? I hope that you are enjoying and having a really lovely day so far. So today I really want to talk on the personal. This is quite personal to me because I'll be speaking out of my own experience with this in terms of running a business, a small business in this case. And the reason I felt I wanted to share this is because I know a lot of youths right now. A lot of young people are looking into various ways of starting their own businesses. And I hope that what I share here will be of enlightenment to such people, because a business is such an empowering thing to anyone. It can really, really elevate you as an individual. If it goes in the right direction, you are going to gain worthfully, like you are going to gain in a wholesome way if your desire is to run a business. I would really encourage people in this era with the limited choices of jobs, the best way and thing to do is explore your ability to run a business. Explore it. Be willing to take a risk. Be willing to take a chance. It's the only way you can find out what it really entails to run a business. And running your own business also gives you the ability to respect other people's businesses. It allows you to have that eye that can actually evaluate why another business is successful and another is not. And you can also relate it to your experience while running a business, which happens to be something that I have experienced myself. I have been employed and I've also run my business, but the first thing I started actually in my journey in terms of making money, I started by running my own business. And I would like to use this as an example because I really learned a lot from starting this small business. I believe this will also help a lot of many youths here who are on a mission to start their own small businesses. And I hope it will guide them and be a source of revelation on the best approaches to take when starting their own businesses. So first of all, these are the lessons I learned. These 7, okay? So first of all, you're there, you already have an idea in mind, and you are starting a business. The first and foremost thing, location. Location, location, location. Location plays such a critical role in identifying a worthy business place to locate your business. Ensure that the place you want to locate your business, you have done good research on it. You have an idea of the traffic flow. You have an idea of the people that visit that area and what level they are. You can categorize them in. We have high-end clients, we have premium clients, we have middle-class clients, we have, and you have to really identify if your business idea is best ideal for that location, because you can't go setting up a Mutura joint in Lavington. Very few people there want to take Mutura. Most of them take them in the big premium hotels, right? So you want to go set up a Mutura joint where people, the flow of people there are within the means of wanting to take something quickly as they're rushing home and all that. That's the mindset that you need to have. Ensure that the location you have chosen, you have done quite much research on. You have identified the niche of people that always flow there, and you have identified the traffic flow of people, right? And also identified the best way you can strategize in ensuring that you have achieved a competitive edge while there. So you are basically analyzing your surrounding systems, that is your competitors who are there. You are analyzing your internal business, how you probably want to run it, and seeing if it matches to that environment where you're placing it. Location, location, location is very important. The second thing, ensure you have a well-crafted service standard level. What do I mean by this? Any business should ensure that they are well aware of their service standard level. What level of service do you want to offer? Is it a top-notch level service standard, or you want to play with the middleware, because it also amounts to the cost. High 5-rated hotels are quite costly compared to 2-star rated hotels or 3-star rated hotels. And there's a reason. It's because of the standard level that is there. Yeah. So the standard level, you have to be in agreement with yourself as a business owner. What level of standard or service you want to provide in that area and in your business. Because if you are targeting high-end premium clients, then you need to package yourself in a premium way. And if you are targeting, middle-class clients, you have to package yourself to fit in the middle-class level. You really have to package yourself with that environment you've positioned yourself in, right? And the reason you also really need to identify your standard service level is because that is also how you'll price your product or service. You can't go all the way above and beyond and then you price your products low. And that is a challenge a lot of businesses are incurring at the moment. They're really trying to, package themselves well, but they're not putting that price into effect that is involved in that. And their margins end up becoming low, right? And when your margins are low, it's like you're just running on the same level. Find out how you want to package your service or product in respect to the service standard level that you want to provide or you are offering. The other thing, always see your customer as a source of more money. Whenever you see a customer there and you are looking at them, I want you to see money. I want you to see money because your customer is a source of money in many ways. One, they themselves could be the one buying the product. Two, they're a source of money through the referrals they bring, and that they're a source of money through the other products that they can potentially buy. So if they just come to buy a dress, there's a possibility they can live there with a dress, a trouser, a tracksuit, and all that, right? So you're seeing money. And the moment you have that mindset as a business owner, you're able to also influence your employees to think on that terms. And even when they're engaging that client, they're also selling at the same time, saying, hey, I know you like these dresses. This will be a good fit for you. Do you mind trying out this? I think this will look absolutely good on you. Yeah, so in many ways, if you have a mindset that sees all customers as different sources of revenue generation, you're able to also empower your personnel to be able to sell in such a mindset because they're seeing money. Yeah, they're even saying, hey, take this card, give it to someone who you think might be interested, and that card has all your details, it has all the things that you sell. So look at it on that aspect and angle, and you will see quite a big change. Now, I've shared a number of insights without really discussing my business. So when I was starting off, I started off with a business. It was a small cafeteria. So the Zetech was just starting, and I had the opportunity to identify a spot there quite early on, just before it started. So I was one of the first entrants in that market in terms of providing food and catering services. I was very young. I was in my early 20s at that time, and it was quite I learned a lot from that business. I really learned a lot, yeah. First of all, as a cafeteria business in a college environment, you now have an idea the niche that you're dealing with, yeah. You can't go there providing meals that are at 1,000 shillings. So you have an idea of the level of disposable income that these students have. So your meals have to be packaged at that price, right? Level that they can afford, yeah. So a lot of my customers were students and lecturers that would frequent the campus, the Zetech campus. And it was good, especially as a new entrant. You have the flexibility to make decisions because you're new. A lot of people are relying on a business. So I was able to make good money. However, when competition started entering, it opened my eyes to so much, yeah? Because a lot of competitors now come in. When they see an opportunity, they now come in full force. And before the year was ending, I had around 10 to quite a number of competitors. So the moment the competitors came in, everyone was trying to be the very best. Everyone was trying to give the very best. I had that added advantage of being one of the first entrants there. So a number of the customers were already used to me. But now I knew I had to implement new strategies to ensure that these customers would stay. However, at the same time, being a solo entrepreneur, I was experiencing quite some challenges, especially when it came to staffing. Staffing is one of the biggest challenges I think business owners experience. You can attest if you are one. Getting a reliable personnel is so hard, especially if you're dealing with a business that relies a lot on staffs. It relies a lot on the workmanship. So that was one of the challenges I really experienced with staff. And I had to learn now how to ensure that I hire the right staff. I have people who are really aligned with what they want and the vision of their business. So it took some time before I was able to get the right staff. It was more like a trial and error. And with it came its consequences. There were good days, there were bad days, but it was a learning lesson. Now, I would really encourage businesses that are starting to ensure you get yourself a personnel who is well versed with what they're doing, especially in that industry. At least have some knowledge. Or get yourself a personnel who has some level of training in customer service if they're handling customers, or some level of training in sales if they're doing sales. Anything that involves them with customers, ensure that they just have an understanding of customer service training or sales training. It really goes a long way in creating worthwhile relationships with clients if they're well trained or have an idea of how to sustain or meaningful relationships with clients. Another thing I struggled with was learning to delegate. As a small business owner, your first business, it's like your baby. You don't want it to crumble, so you are really struggling to do this and do that at the same time. It's really a struggle. And what happens with that is you really get overwhelmed. Delegating is very essential as a business owner because it allows you to focus on the core activities of your business. And who do you delegate to? Identify staff in your business that you feel have what it takes to follow through with tasks that you delegate. And once you identify such personnel, delegate it to them and inform them that you're on a mission to help them grow in the future. Because when you delegate it to them, you are also empowering them to learn from how they handle these tasks. So it goes a long way if you're able to delegate, right? So learn to delegate, learn to focus on the core activities. And if you're able to delegate, you'll be able to be very efficient and you'll also be able to achieve a work-life balance, especially in this hectic business environment for solo entrepreneurs. Another point, embrace feedback and encourage feedback from customers as well as from your staff. If you're able to embrace feedback, you're able to achieve so much. And the only way you can embrace feedback is by creating rapport with your clients, creating engagement. Creating engagement when they come in, talk to them, find out how they're doing. What exactly is their preference in specific things that you deal with. You learn so much and then you create a relationship. What you're doing is you're slowly creating a relationship. These people will even know you by your names. They will want to work with certain personnel. So do that and you have really empowered your business in so many ways. So embrace feedback. In my cafeteria, I had the challenge where I would be so busy in the back and I could not even have time to engage the clients who'd come over for lunch. But the times I could, I really did it full force. And I think that was my main source of engagement. Really helped me because a lot of the clients would come in because of the relationship that we had created with them. They would feel comfortable. They would actually come and order as if it was their home. They will tell you, how comes today the soup is like this? How comes, a lot of those things. And it really helped me in providing better quality meals to them. Staff were also comfortable to channel out their views and offer any initiatives that they thought will work. And it really helped a lot. I'd like to acknowledge a number of staffs that really were there for me, the kinds of Morrison. Thank you so much. He's still a great friend to me. And what happened is that this personnel would really come to me and tell me, hey, I think we could do this and do that. And it really worked. I also remember embracing feedback from a partner of mine at that time. And what happened with schools and colleges, they close. They have a time when they close school. And during that period, I would be hit with complete dryness, no money. So if you don't come up with something to help you sustain yourself during that time, it will be hard. And with that, I was able to start supplying breakfast packages to banks and it was a good deal, I'd say. It helped me sustain myself quite that time, which was really dry. And also, it was an innovative idea that I learned from someone else. So imagine how feedback can be of really great help. If this person never gave me that idea, I don't think I would have ever gone through with such a good idea. And I'm really thankful. So the other thing is ensure your systems and processes are effective in meeting your objectives. So as any business, you obviously have those systems and processes in place in how you handle things and how you handle clients. Ensure that these systems are well aligned and are customer centric. Because if they are, what you're doing is basically ensuring that you're able to meet your objectives in a more effective and efficient way. So always look at your processes, see what things you can add to your processes to ensure that they make you more efficient and more reliable to your clients. Yeah, if it is improving your communication, if it's improving the channels that you get of feedback, if it's improving that reception stage where you're receiving clients, all that, just identify your processes and see how you can elevate. So personally, being a cafeteria, it was self-service kind of way, and I implemented that system because it was the most cost-effective system with respect to the standard level I was working with and the type of clients I was working with, right? Because if I was to employ someone to start taking the food, that would be a cost that I could not meet with the level of pricing that these people could afford. So you really have to be able to look at your business on such angles. So ensure your systems and processes are effective in meeting your business objectives. The other thing is very important, and I would really request businesses to take note of this. Recognize and reward good work. So why recognize and reward good work? Because it's human nature to be validated. Humans love validation. It's human nature. You love validation. I love validation. We love to be validated for the good things that we do wherever we are. And validation goes a long way in improving mindsets, right? It goes a long way in empowering even your personnel. So if you have a personnel that is doing quite a good work, ensure you reward them. Yeah, you're really empowering and motivating them. So I learned that is very important when I was doing that business. However, when you're starting, your finances are very small and all that. So if you're not able to even reward financially, find a way of rewarding in ways that are not financial. First of all, ensure you recognize good work. Yeah, tell the person you're doing such great work. Yeah, and at this rate, we can discuss things after this time of months or when the business break events. You're motivating them. And they also now know areas that they can improve on. You should also be able to recognize loyal clients. Why are you recognizing loyal clients? Because loyal clients are the foundation of your business. Loyal clients form a very great foundation because by recognizing loyal clients, you're basically acknowledging the input they have into your business. And by recognizing them, you are motivating them to continue using your services. You are encouraging them to refer other people. You are making them feel at home anytime with anything that deals with your services and products. So you recognize your loyal clients by maybe loyalty points, creating reward systems. At the end of the year, you send them a beautiful package of, hey, thank you so much for the support this year. It goes a long way. I didn't know that, by the way. At that time, I used to just say, hey, thank you so much, Nini. Times were tough also. Yeah, I was starting, but I wish I had, if I was to go back, I would actually do big things for these clients just to reward them. Another thing is adapt and innovate. Adapt and innovate. Adapt and innovate. With a business, running a long-term business relies on your ability to adapt. Being an agile environment that you are working in as businesses, you have to be very adaptable and flexible. Because if you're not flexible, you'll be stuck. Yeah. So if you're seeing that things are changing, yeah, maybe competition is coming. A lot of people are selling the same products. See what you can introduce, identify areas you can spice up. Just look at anything creative and innovative you can do to spice up your service and products, because that is the only way you can be able to maintain a competitive edge. It's not easy, yeah? It's not easy. And that's why you said you have to have an eye out there of seeing what is happening around you, what exactly is going around, yeah? What are your competitors doing? You can't start a business and not see what your competitors are doing around you. And rely on your own internal, view. You have to have a 360 view of what is going around you and internally, because that is the only way you can adapt and innovate. Yeah, and you can even preempt. You can sense there's a possibility someone else might want to start a branch here because this business is doing so good. And what you do, you start another branch, same place, because you want to ensure you're the only person ruling that territory. So it's really good to ensure that you have these things in place. One, location. Ensure your location is very effective. Ensure that you are able to get a good location. Two, ensure you have a well-structured service standard level in respect to the service or products you're selling and the pricing that you're setting for these products and services. Three, always see your customer as a source of more money. Main focus on more money, because the moment you're able to have such a mindset, you're able to upsell, you're able to introduce them to other products that you have. You're able to grow your revenue just through your engagement with your customers. Another thing as a business owner, learn to delegate, learn to focus on your core activities. Another one is embrace feedback from your customers, clients, and staff, because feedback is really meaningful in helping you grow, in helping you elevate your business systems and processes, in helping you be customer-centric. The other one, ensure your systems, ensure your processes are effective in meeting your objectives. Ensure that the processes you have in place as a business are effective in meeting your objectives. Another one, recognize and reward good work, recognize and reward staff, and recognize and reward loyal clients. Business is all about relationships. The relationship you have with your personnel, relationship you have with your clients. If you're able to maintain a good relationship in these two sectors, you are winning. The other one is adapt and innovate. Always be flexible to adapt to the situations that are coming your way. COVID has hit. People are no longer coming to eateries. What do? Deliver them to their homes. Make it so strategic that you can be able to deliver to anyone who wants a meal, right? Instead of saying, let's wait for it to end so that we can resume businesses. No, always be flexible. Look at ways you can adapt and innovate to maintain a competitive edge. I ended up closing that business, by the way, due to a number of reasons, which I've also highlighted. There are things I felt I could work on, and there are things that I also didn't do that well. One thing, however, I know is if you are trying and it's not working, please learn to start afresh, learn to end, Instead of making losses, if you can see that your business is not working and you have tried and implemented everything that you can to make it work, learn to say that this is not my portion, let me move on to the next one. It will help you so much. And that is what we call adapting and innovating. It is adapting to the circumstances and moving on, finding out other ventures that you can try out. While at it, I would also like to give a shout to Elma Creative's virtual assistants. Elma Creative's virtual assistants, it's an agency that allows businesses to delegate effectively to virtual assistants, especially business owners or startups. You know, those startups that have a lot of workload but do not have as much resources as they would want to inject into human capital. What you can do is hire a virtual assistant on a need basis. We have quite a number of them in Kenya, and one of the providers of these virtual assistants are Elma Creative's virtual assistants agency. So they connect you with the best team member who can give you such services on a need basis. So you can basically pay on an hourly basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, in respect to the scope of work that you're providing. It all matters with what kind of work that you want to delegate, what task, and the proficiency or skills level that you require in that person. So it's all a matter of having a discovery call. The discovery call will allow you to now share your challenges and which areas you'd like someone else to handle on behalf of you, on a need basis. It will be social media marketing, customer service concierge, executive assistants. If you're always traveling, booking appointments, this is the best person to get in touch with, because they'll give you they'll look for the best rates for you for booking flights and making hotel arrangements and all that. That is customer service is related to coaching and training of customer service personnel to ensure that they are able to meet the customer service standards that are within their company or their businesses. So if you're a business struggling with being customer centric and increasing your sales because maybe you feel there's a gap in how customers are served, or there's a gap in that service delivery, please feel free to reach out to me. I am a customer service experience and service coach, and I offer trainings to such personnel and to businesses. I assess the business first, ensure that I can sense these gaps that you're talking about, and with that I offer solutions. I give guidance on how best you can align your service standards to be customer centric or to meet the customer's expectations. I thank you so much for your time. I thank you so much for the feedback that you guys are giving me. I thank you for the people who are taking time to call me, to just find out various ways I can assist their businesses. I am honored. I am truly honored, to be doing this. And I request guys to see service and to see customer service as quite holistic, because it not only runs in businesses, but it comes from a personal point and level, because service, it's a gift that you give to others. The service you give to others is a gift to them. And if you're able to improve your service, there's so much you can do as an individual. And not only that, you can also do way better as a business, because your service level defines you as a business. It defines your ability to handle your customers in a customer-centric way. Thank you so much. Have a good one.